Do you know the various details of your buyers or potential buyers' persona, their motivations, their goals, their needs, their wants, their concerns, how they like to communicate, how they make decisions, how they decide to invest? What's their timing? How fast do they like to move? How slow do they need to move? How much detail do they need? How much little detail do they need? Do they like to make a decision on the spot? Do they drag it out and have to shop you with 3, 4 other companies? Buyer personas are important because they allow you to segment and to adjust your conversations, your follow-up, the way you do proposals, even the way you price to attract buyers that'll understand that you're hearing them. Buyers love to be understood, and understanding the different motivations, goals, behaviors of your target buyer has the potential to allow your marketing and your selling to make much more impact, make a better connection, build better rapport, and even trust and reliability along the way. It's not easy, but it's simple. In return, you'll gain a lot better potential customer engagement. That's a big word these days. Customer engagement, customer-centered, and a lot higher quality leads and customer lists. So how would you create a buyer persona? Just start to gather a mix of information about the kind of customer you want and the customer you're talking about. Use a mix of demographic, behavioral, communication styles, and psychographic information, whatever you can gather, whatever you learn, and start to develop that persona. Is this a person that needs to be direct and make decisions quickly, so forth? So to collect the data, you can do surveys, you can interview, you can ask questions of your buyer. Databases, we use Zoom Info, which is a valuable resource for almost any business about their leadership and the people involved. The biggest priority, though, is just to be specific about each buyer and not lump people into just one category, and start to learn the particular needs and goals of that buyer, and just be authentic about it and think authentically and try to understand your buyer-centered. So start to create personas, combining types of information you can create, the things you can pick up along the way, a little bit at a time, and start to map that persona in your CRM or however you keep records. Do you present and propose and try to close sales the same way with everybody on your list? It's possible. Buyer persona. There are templates online if you'd like to see kind of what makes up a persona. Google buyer persona. There's a lot of information. Then you have the potential to add an essential ingredient to your selling in the new year. So to learn more, check the email below and register for one of our upcoming Selling to the Modern Buyer workshops. And you'll learn more about things like buyer persona, how people buy today, the modern buyer.